This is Dana and Liz Nile, and we're reporting from the field. We are the AFCM Mission Team Directors, and this is news from Sri Lanka.
Amen.
Yeah.
And I want to first of all introduce you to Pastor Benedict Fernando and his lovely wife Shobha.
Yes.
We've been totally immersed in the Sri Lankan culture on this trip.
Yeah.
First of all, we came and were part of the anniversary celebration of Victory Life Church.
24th anniversary.
24 years of amazing service.
Amen.
Yes, and Pastor Benedict, how long have you been in the ministry?
Yeah, 27 years.
27 years.
Yeah.
And
my wife.
yeah, and the church has been going for 24 years.
Yeah.
And so at the celebration, we had branch churches also attend.
Yeah. 2 branches, they came from outside. Yeah.
And how did they get to the church?
Yeah. They need, when I preached a faith doctrine, so they first time they heard the doctrine and they wants to join with us. Yeah.
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 And they came to the celebration because they're part of Victory Life Church.
Church. Yeah. And the same time they are member of AFCM too.
Yeah, we have 9 AFCM members here in Sri
That's
Lanka.
right. That's right.
All
Yeah.
of them wonderful. Yep.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just the branch pastors that came to the anniversary. They sent buses and brought the churches.
Yes.
So it was a big celebration, lots of people.
Yeah.
Lots of people and lots of good food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sri Lankan culture.
That's right.
And now I want to introduce some of the other family members. This is a big family.
Yeah.
And so let's bring in Nilu, because that was the next thing we did was an engagement party.
Yeah.
Major celebration.
Bring mom in.
And here's Nilu along with her, well, they are Mr. and Mrs. now. This is Ram from Germany.
Moa, right?
Yeah.
And it was such an honor for us to be there in the engagement ceremony. I mean, I got to pray over these guys. It was really cool. But we saw Sri Lankan culture in action.
That's right.
And actually there was parties before this, parties after, parties all week. But honey, you got some questions for him? I think you do.
Do I?
Yeah, that's what I have that.
Well, explain how you had decided to have an engagement party and how your families came together.
Well, firstly, our parents, both Ram's and my parents, had been talking, and they felt in their spirit that we were meant to be together. That it was the desire of God. At the moment, Ram and I weren't ready for that, but later on, God spoke to us, to Ram through a dream, and to me, just like an audible voice saying that he was the one, and that I had to obey my leaders, and we've been happy ever since. And a year later, we planned to get engaged, and spontaneously God brought us together in marriage yesterday.
And why was that? Part of it's for the visa, right?
It's part for the visa, absolutely.
So there will be a church ceremony in Germany.
In Germany, and you guys are, of course, welcome.
Amen.
Tell us the date.
We'll tell you very soon.
Yeah.
All right, now let's bring in the rest of the family, a couple at a time, huh? Let's have Avance and Robson. We'll start with the older and go down.
Okay.
Not that you're old, but
No, we're not. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
this is Robson, and of course, most people will know. The shorter one. But Robson is the oldest. He's the oldest son. You're 30 years, and available.
Very handsome.
Hi, ladies. So, tell us your thoughts about the anniversary or the engagement or
The ministry
anything
this
else.
week?
Yeah. So it was a great blessing to have you, both Dana and Liz, to come and celebrate the Victory Life Church anniversary with us in Colombo. And we had a week and a half of celebration, time with God, and enjoyed His presence and the word that you all preached. And we were also excited about Ron's and Nilo's engagement, which you were also a part of as well. And Victory Life Church has grown in the faith doctrine that you have brought to Sri Lanka, and also helped grow through media a lot. Our Red Pen page, which is on Facebook, has so many reaches, as you all aware of that. And thank you again for giving us the opportunity to learn under you and the guidance of the AFCM America.
It's been our pleasure. In fact, when we flew into Colombo, we met this one. Avanche was flying in just after us, so we played a little bit of a trick on her because it was, someone in Reaping. It was Pastor Ben.
No, it was
his
all
idea.
Pastor Dana's
Totally his
idea.
idea.
Pastor Dana actually told me that my parents aren't coming to pick me up and that he's gonna have to take me home in an Uber. And while I was booking the Uber, then my dad came behind me and scared me. And Pastor Dana was all in on it, so everybody beware.
I was just going along with the prank. I was not the instigator. I'm not a prankster.
Yeah.
Right? Let's bring in, the next two. Next three. Next three. Okay, the next three.
Hello.
This is quite the family. And they're all very active in ministry in the church. They're all very much involved. In fact, say your name?
Adoni.
Adoni. I get it wrong half the time.
Disappointed.
But Adoni has just recently been promoted to the office of young adult or youth leader.
They call it youth, but it's young adult.
It's young adult. So she's very active in the church, and she can tell you a little bit about that.
So we planned a few meetings for the AFCM when they got here. Pastor Dana and Liz and Stephen and Dylan, thank you very much for being here with us. And we had a couple of house meetings where we could gather the youth to speak about God and the Word and to just bring in more people to God. And we also had a little campaign called Feed the Hungry, where we had we packed up food parcels and we went around the streets of Colombo distributing them to the hungry people. And that was actually supposed to be with the boys, but they did not show up. But we still went ahead with it, and God blessed those people. And I'm grateful for this opportunity to be the youth leader, and I hope God will do great and mighty things through AFCM.
Can you tell us what you're planning for using Facebook for reaching the youth?
Oh yeah, so we have we're gonna open up a new Facebook page through which we hope that the media will help us reach more youth, because right now everything is an electronic world, and so we're just going to promote God and the Word and just put up videos and comments and stuff like that, just to bring in more youth to Christ. Have like a daily devotion, have a weekly sermon, something like that that will help the youth actually interact with God.
That's awesome.
And this is Joshua.
He's a very good drummer.
Yeah.
Very steady.
And he's always happy.
Yeah.
I like Joshua. His face is always smiling.
But tell us what else you're involved with in the church.
I am a part of the worship group, and I help with the youth, and I help her as well. I love getting involved with small children and helping them do ministry with others and in our church, so they can grow up in a godly manner.
Amen. And then we have the youngest, Abigail.
Hi.
She's very involved as well. I think you're involved with children. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, I'm also in the worship team at church, and I also, I'm mostly I help out with my dad and his ministry on social media through WhatsApp and Facebook. I'm mostly involved in all that.
Yeah.
And I also help out with like everything around church, because church is family after all.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah. This is a family that's made church fun, which is why there's all this family involved, because
Absolutely.
it's fun ministry.
That's true.
And this week we've had Stephen Overbaum from Missoula, Montana with us, and Dylan
Burkhart.
Oh,
Dylan Burkhart.
I forgot his last name.
Sri Lanka has been awesome. Quickly.
1, 2, 3.
We are AFCM! You will do it.